Good evening and welcome to the 2022 graduation ceremony at University of the Cumberlands. At this time, please rise for the presentation of the colors by the University of the Cumberlands Army ROTC Color Guard. Please remain standing as Mr. Martez Smith comes forward to lead us in the singing of the national anthem and for the invocation to be delivered by Mr. Dominic Joseph.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes
Allison Braun, Doctor of Philosophy, Business. Ryan Moore, Doctor of Philosophy, Business. Lindsay Nelson Moss, Doctor of Philosophy, Business. Leslie Reeser, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Brittany Nance, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Ryan Hoffman, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Bobby Blevins Frazier, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Christina Marie Corsi, Doctor of Education Leadership. Joy Bethany Rich, Doctor of Education Leadership. Danielle Erica Washburn, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Abigail Daniels, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Tara Churchwell, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Andrew Kimball, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Hope Danielle Morris, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Caleb York, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Jeffrey Paul Vanderwerf, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Tracy Ryan Bishop, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Joshua Lee Doyle, Doctorate of Educational Leadership. Stevie Green, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Devin Embray, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Jonathan Farrar, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Stephen Kibui, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Melissa Erin Mann, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Stephen Sorrell, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Bethany Deckard Gaffney, Doctorate of Educational Leadership. Tara Arlene Martin, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Kimberly Fisher Williams, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Diane Studinka, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Walter Dennis, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Nathan Johnson, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Andrea Morris, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Kristen Mays, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Brooke Anna Kiker White, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Tiffany Beeler, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Laura Crystal Murphy, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Nicole Jeck, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Heather Bowen, Doctorate of Educational Leadership. Megan Elizabeth Morin, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Peter Dufresne, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Jerome Cohen, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Kristen Woodward, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Shannon Marshall, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Rodrigo Castilleja, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Alberta Neal, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Adrian Kosin, Doctorate of Philosophy in Leadership. Koshi Skaria, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Bradley Lewis, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Jeffrey Reynolds, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Athena Williams, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Kristen Marie Shane, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Benjamin King, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Elsa Virginia Barnes, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Kimberly Hardy, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Mark G. Mina, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Philip Russell, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Harry Webster, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Carolina Horowitz, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Monica Reamer, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Christian Mark Johnson, Doctor of Philosophy and Educational Leadership. Leslie Sizemore, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Sandra Kurd, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Rhonda Olchenbruns, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Carrie Redmond, Doctorate of Philosophy in Leadership. Christopher Carlson, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Jennifer J. Todd, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Lindsay Gregory, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Amanda Hyde, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Tara Ann Underwood, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Kenneth Welch, receiving the Master of Arts in Christian Studies and Doctor of Philosophy in Leadership. Christopher Ratcliffe, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Emily Hopper, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Amy West, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Thomas Price, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Carla Walker, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Robin Stevenson, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Kirk Benson, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Carrie Butterfield Emineth, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Michelle Eigelhart, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Jeffrey Estes, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Charlotte Likiotis, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Maya Lynam Walker, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Corey Wolf, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Maria Warren, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Amy Grimm, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. Rodney McFarland, Doctor of Philosophy, Leadership. David Rose, Doctor of Philosophy, Educational Leadership. Jaquetta Brewer, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor Education and Supervision. Timothy Ritchie, Doctor of Philosophy and Counselor Education and Supervision. Whitney Dawn P., Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor Education and Supervision. Colette Mildred Brooks Salam, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education and Supervision. Shelley Coleman, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor Education and Supervision. Melissa Ann Brennan, Doctor of Philosophy, Counseling, Education, and Supervision. Tamika Cathright, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Deidre Wade, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Charity Kelly Eames, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Lisa Splinter, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Kelly Falterman, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Brandy Nicholson, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Maurice Murunga, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Bridget Rutigliano, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Joel Galenzi, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Calvin Kirkland, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Marcus Folks, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Natasha Collins, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Tracy Bitondo Stenovag, Doctor of Philosophy, Counselor, Education, and Supervision. Patrick Phillips, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. David Holcomb, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Tanya Miller, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Michael Roberts, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Ola Peters, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Michael Lee King, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Sonia Melton, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Jasmine Williams, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Kenneth Mixon, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Robinson Sibe, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Brent Ferns Sr., Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Surav Mukherjee, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Bim Thapa, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Monika Shri Valavala, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Rashid Ahmad, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. John Whittemeyer, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Levesque Tom Andre Levesque, Doctor of Philosophy, Information Technology. Shujadin Siddiqui, PhD in Business. Jessica Erin English Williams, Master of Arts, Addiction Counseling, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Elisa Cahudis Pellegrino, Master of Arts, Addiction Counseling, and Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Dominic Joseph, Master of Arts, Christian Studies. Derek Nathaniel Dopel, Master of Arts, Christian Studies. Brian Jones, Educational Specialist, Principal. Jessica Fisher, Educational Specialist, Principal. Ashley Lammons, Education Specialist, Principal. Casey Isabel, Education Specialist, Principal. Wei Peng Lin, Education Specialist, Supervisor of Instruction. Sarah Barton, Education Specialist, Principal, and Master of Arts in Education. Michelle Robertson, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Jessica Buter, Master of Arts in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Lindsay Bryant, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Kylie West, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Nanita Joy Oldham, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Jerry Sincata, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Amber Marie Huida, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Peggy Wilson, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Edmund Roberson, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Jessica Rogers, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Douglas Smith, Master of Arts, Addiction Counseling, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Amy Conley, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Christian Pope, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Elizabeth Lewis, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Shirley Eileen Stevens, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Brittany Sweet, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Leah Toman Langdon, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Joel Grosjean, Master of Arts, Education Teacher Leader. Alicia Vanover, Master of Arts, Education Literacy Specialist. Sarah K. Simpson, Master of Arts, Education Literacy Specialist. Susan Ray Dalton, Master of Arts, Education Teacher Leader. Daniel Joseph Brooks, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Robin Harrington, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Marisol Acevedo, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Caitlin Gotch, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Jessica Ray, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Madison Sports, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Tara Dembozic, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Michael Binder, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Andrea Jones, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Zachariah Dixon, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Taylor Dixon, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Dalton James Jones, Master of Arts, Education Literacy Specialist. Matthew Allen McGuire, Master of Arts, Education Teacher Leader. Dante Antoine Ellison, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Trayvon Kenderick Watts, Master of Arts, Education Teacher Leader. Taylor Dawn Coy, Master of Arts, Education Literacy Specialist. Gentry Arnold, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Amanda Langstaff, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Michelle Johnson, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Shelby Williams, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Mallory Kroom, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Audra Christofik, Master of Arts in School Counseling. Kendra Mercer, Master of Arts, Teaching. Andrea Asher, Master of Arts, Teaching. Brooklyn Dyer, Master of Arts, Teaching. Luke Schaefer, Master of Arts, Education Teacher Leader. Candace Elam, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Megan Marie Mays, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Sarah Elizabeth Osborne, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Caitlin Elizabeth Fackler, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Shelby Grace Bonesteel, Master of Arts in Education, Literacy Specialist. Kimberly Tilford, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Samuel H. Hartford, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Victoria Carter, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Rachel Durbin, Master of Arts, Education Leader. Amber Humble, Master of Arts, Education Teacher Leader. Christina McGill, Master of Arts, Teaching. Laura Sparks, Master of Arts, Teaching. Joshua Darrell Hicks, Master of Arts, Teaching. Joseph Wynn, Master of Arts, Education Teacher Leader. Lindsay Nicole Westerfield, Master of Arts, Teaching. Kaylee Jordan Vaughn, Master of Arts, Teaching. Michaela Alexis Smith, Master of Arts, Teaching. Kelsey Lee Howard, Master of Arts, Teaching. Dalton Wade Stam, Master of Arts, Teaching. Megan Snyder, Master of Arts, Teaching. Jordan Bramblett, Master of Arts, Teaching. Emily Jones, Master of Arts, Teaching. Aaron Williams, Master of Arts, Teaching. Monica Manning, Master of Arts, Teaching. Lauren Hobbs Brewer, Master of Arts, Teaching. Christopher Lee Tipton, Master of Arts, Teaching. Shalicia Johnson, Master of Arts, Teaching. Caitlin Callahan, Master of Arts, Teaching. Sydney Leanne Gates, Master of Arts, Teaching. Modesty Lorick, Master of Arts, Teaching. Jerry Brumfield, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Tiffany Nicole Miller, Master of Arts, Teaching. Samantha Hundley, Master of Arts, Education School Counseling. Dalton Chambers, Master of Arts, Teaching. Evan Akins, Master of Arts, Teaching. Julia Reagans Albicoco, Master of Arts, Teaching. Heather Hughes, Master of Arts, Teaching. Jessica Ferris, Master of Arts, Education Teacher Leader. Jessica Willard, Master of Arts, Teaching. Brittany Lynn Johnson, Master of Arts, Teaching. Sarah Owen Butler, Master of Arts, Teaching. Samantha Darple, Master of Arts, Teaching. Joshua Burton, Master of Arts, Teaching. April Leanne Helton, Master of Arts, Teaching. Brandy Blanton, Master of Arts, Teaching. Kayla Prater, Master of Arts, Teaching. Catherine Moore, Master of Arts, Teaching. Chelsea Newsom, Master of Arts, Teaching. Whitney Underwood, Master of Arts, Teaching. Krista Richardson, Master of Arts, Teaching. Marta Brown, Master of Arts, Teaching. Gabriel Dunham, Master of Arts, Teaching. Crystal Tilley, Master of Arts, Teaching. Morgan Stevens, Master of Arts, Teaching. Scott Seaman, Master of Arts, Teaching. Tiffany Brown, Master of Arts, Teaching. Joshua Bradford, Master of Arts, Teaching. Allison King, Master of Arts, Teaching. Ryan Bailey, Master of Arts, Teaching. Hiba Hendy, Master of Arts, Teaching. Lisa Huffman, Master of Arts, Teaching. Esther Wright, Master of Arts, Teaching. Kimberly Ann Hope Parsley, Master of Arts, Teaching. Brittany Carroll, Master of Arts, Teaching. Jessica Howerton, Master of Arts, Teaching. Bethany Evans, Master of Arts, Teaching. Charity Nicole Lamb, Master of Arts, Education Principal. Shilpa Patel, Master of Arts, Teaching. Megan Trent, Master of Arts, Teaching. Lacey Dixon, Master of Arts, Teaching. Brittany Coles, Master of Arts, Teaching. Jessica Lynn Barrett, Master of Arts, Teaching. Amber Metters, Master of Arts, Teaching. Samantha Sinclair Stevenson, Master of Arts, Teaching. Laura Ann Embry, Master of Arts, Teaching. Alexis Nicole Butler, Master of Arts, Teaching. Taylor Kathleen Yanero, Master of Arts, Teaching. Chelsea Mayfield, Master of Arts, Teaching. Amanda Alden Gonzalez, Master of Arts, Education Literacy Specialist. Margaret Masai, Master of Arts, Teaching. Brian Glass, Master of Arts, Teaching. Dylan Crouch, Master of Business Administration. Amanda Moore, Master of Business Administration. Anup Produku, Master of Business Administration. Jordan Hendricks, Master of Business Administration. Holly Morales, Master of Business Administration. Ashwini Kaur, Master of Business Administration. Beverly Chafton, Master of Business Administration. Courtney Bidwell, Master of Business Administration. Christina White, Master of Business Administration. Jamie Pearson, Master of Business Administration. Haley Taylor, Master of Business Administration. And she will be continuing her education at University of the Cumberlands, pursuing the Doctor of Philosophy in Leadership. Samantha Rayburn, Master of Business Administration. Daniel McCamish, Master of Business Administration. Cheyenne Brente Tinsley, Master of Arts, Teaching. Thomas Fogarty, Master of Business Administration. Manjunatha Bhatti, Master of Business Administration. Cassidy Texera, Master of Business Administration. Joel Badeau, Master of Business Administration. Thomas McNeil, Master of Business Administration. Aaron Warner, Master of Business Administration. Molly Ann Land, Master of Business Administration. James Luis Jesse, Master of Business Administration. Anna McGuffin, Master of Business Administration. Angela D. Patton, Master of Business Administration. Leah Dawn Elliott, Master of Business Administration. Corey Linz, Master of Business Administration. Taurus Hodges, Master of Science, Strategic Management. Ninad Dordik, Master of Science, Strategic Management. Tatiana Alaze Samuel, Master of Science, Health and Human Performance. Ian Gonzalez, Master of Science, Health and Human Performance. Jarrett Cornelius, Master of Science, Health and Human Performance. Joanna Wilson, Master of Science, Health and Human Performance. Nicole Campbell, Master of Science, Health and Human Performance. Tiana Akins, Master of Science, Health and Human Performance. Bryce Edward Pierce, Master of Science, Health and Human Performance. James Hunter Middleton, Master of Science, Global Business with Blockchain Technology. James Holbrook, Master of Science, Digital Forensics. Amanda Panetti, Master of Science, Digital Forensics. Xavier Trice, Master of Science, Coaching. Ali Kareem Searcy, Master of Science, Coaching. Lawrence Swan, Master of Science, Coaching. Kenneth Walker Jr., Master of Science, Coaching. Tammy Bird, Master of Science, Information Systems Security. Douglas Trent Knuckles, Master of Science, Information Systems Security. Ruben Donkor, Master of Science, Information Systems Security. Julius Castillo, Master of Science, Information Systems Security. Syed Abul Saad Hassan, Master of Science in Information Systems Security. Durrell Moore, Master of Science, Information Systems Security. Gideon Che, Master of Science, Information Systems Security. Jarcelyn Sierra Odom, Master of Science, Information Systems Security. Trish Campbell, Master of Science, Information Systems Security. Larry Carson, Master of Science, Information Systems Security. Will be continuing his education at University of the Cumberlands, pursuing the Doctor of Philosophy in Leadership. Aruna Jyoti, Master of Science, Information Technology. Siva Prasad Sudi, Master of Science, Information Technology. Chandan Kumar, Master of Science, Information Technology. Stephen Kai Smith, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Benjamin Blossom Anumhire, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Ajit Thapa, Master of Science, Information Technology. Jigyasha Singh, Master of Science, Information Technology. Mohammed Arif Mahmood, Master of Science, Information Technology. Royal Ojha, Master of Science, Information Technology. Pranjal Vijay Nagwanshi, Master of Science, Information Technology. Gideon Ofka, Master of Science, Information Technology. Kritiga Mahadevan, Master of Science, Information Technology. Anisha Cottrell Martin Etheridge, Master of Science, Information Technology. Shilpa Garlapati, Master of Science, Information Technology. Bipin Subedi, Master of Science, Information Technology. Hassan Parvez Oni, Master of Science, Information Technology. Christopher Stormer, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Christopher Burke, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Raven Shear, Master of Science, Justice Administration. James Jerome Aquisto, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Adam Price, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Joshua Dawson, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Jeremy Cowart, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Melissa Smith, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Michael Jacobs, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Gary Crouch, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Kiana Ross, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Ashley Carter, Master of Science, Justice Administration. Brittany Pierce, Master of Science, Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner. Mesbah Faruqi, Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies. Harishna Ostoich, Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies. Jenna Leinenbach, Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies. Shaylee Gadani, Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies. Darshna Patel, Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies. Fatima Hussein, Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies. Courtney Brune, Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies. Caitlin Beals, Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies. Matthew Brooks, Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies. Justin Barnett, Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies. Robert Tinsley, Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies. Shantae Simpson, Master of Science, Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner. Rebecca Manika Hudson, Master of Science, Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Will the graduates please stand? On behalf of the faculty and administration, I offer congratulations to you, the most recent graduates of the university. As you leave the halls of this Christian institution, may you acknowledge your privileges and accept your responsibilities as you serve God, your country, your fellow man, and your alma mater.
You all may be seated. As the university's newest alumni, we welcome you into the family of University of the Cumberlands graduates. We sincerely hope you will always find a place in your heart for University of the Cumberlands, as we will always have a place in our hearts for you as you serve around the world. Before the benediction, please let me remind the crowd to stay seated until the recessional is complete. May we please pray. Gracious God, we ask your blessing upon these young women and men who we honor today for their achievements. We celebrate their capacity for creativity, for critical thinking, for focused effort. We are grateful that they and their families entrusted University of the Cumberlands faculty and staff to engage them intellectually, morally, and spiritually. Thank you for their confidence to discover and explore new possibilities and the knowledge to discern what is right and good and just. Enable them to draw upon the wisdom and experience of yesterday as they respond to the questions and concerns of tomorrow. Support our graduating students as they continue to make a difference in the world and lead a life for the greater glory of God. Amen.